Saffron mushroom risotto. Very delicious Italian dish. Risotto is very classic Italian, very tasty, but it requires a lot of love and patience to cook this. But it's quite simple actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little bit of canola oil into our nice shallow pan here. I'm going to take a little bit of the butter. I'm going to add our butter, and that canola oil is going to help the butter to not burn while we're sauteing our ingredients. So we're just going to give that a little bit of a swirl in here, just like that. Just want to make sure that it's coating the whole pan, the oil and butter mixture together. You can see it's starting to bubble up a little bit. At this point, we're going to add our shallots, which we finely chopped. That's going to give a really nice flavor, a nice base to our risotto. A little bit of minced garlic. Got to have garlic in Italian cooking. And we're just going to give that a light stir with our wooden spoon here. I really enjoy using wooden spoons for risotto. You'll find they work a lot better than a plastic spatula or anything like that. It's very classic, and it's got to be a nice flat spoon just like that. You can see the flat edge so that we can incorporate our nice broth which we have back here. This is a chicken broth. You could use vegetable broth if you wanted to keep it vegetarian, or you could even use beef broth as well. But we've got a nice chicken broth. Low sodium preferably at any grocery store is very simple, or you can make your own. So now that that's frying lightly, we don't want to fry it any more than that. Now it is time to add our arborio rice, very nice risotto rice, nice and sticky, lots of starch. We're going to give that a nice stir, making sure that butter and oil and shallots and garlic coat the risotto. Just like that. And just a light saute. You can see this is roughly 10 seconds. And that's all you want to do. You don't want to get any color on the shallots or the garlic. Now in comes the stock. You want to do one ladle at a time, so roughly 3/4 to 1 cup. Just like that. A little bit of stock. We're going to add some saffron. This is a Spanish spice. Very, very nice. A very different flavor, which adds beautiful yellow color and gives it a nice little bit of spiciness to it. Got a little bit of brandy. A little brandy in there. And then a little bit of white wine. And any white wine will do. Cheaper the better. You're cooking out the alcohol content anyways. And you really want to continue to stir the risotto. You can see the rice automatically, because it is so sticky and starchy, wants to stick to the bottom. We don't want that happening. We want to constantly stir it. So again, what I was saying about the being patient and putting a lot of effort and time into a nice risotto will pay off in the end for your guests or for your family or yourself. You can see the saffron releasing that beautiful yellow color into our rice. And this is going to take roughly, from start to finish, probably about 18 to 20 minutes. So it's quite long, but I guarantee you in the end you won't be disappointed. This is very, very tasty. And this is a great side for any kind of protein. You could add pancetta, which is an Italian ham, to this risotto. You could serve it with a lamb shank or leg of lamb. You can see how it's soaked up that chicken broth. This is the stage when you want to add your next ladle. And you want to continue this step till roughly 8 cups of the chicken stock are completely absorbed by the risotto. So now that your risotto is pretty much, we've been on 18-20 minutes, you can see it's a lot softer, soaking up that chicken broth. You can remove the chicken broth to the side. And at this stage, this is when you'd want to add your garnish. So you're going to want to turn it right down onto low, because you don't want it to overcook, and you still want it to be a bit runny. I've got some beautiful wild mushrooms here. Just going to show you how they look. Kind of in nice chunks is fine, just like that. And we're going to add all of those in to our risotto. Give it a quick stir. You can see the lovely contrast between the beautiful bright yellow saffron and the dark colors of the mushroom. Again, you eat with your eyes first, so you want to make sure that it looks beautiful. Nice contrast. We've got a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, fresh Parmesan that we've shaved just on the regular box grater would be fine, any household grater. We're going to add that. And you're just going to give it a quick stir to incorporate that cheese. And remember that cheese, that Parmigiano, has a high salt content. So you don't really need to add any salt, as well as the Spanish saffron is very, very flavorful. There's the Parmesan in there, and you can see that nice rich creaminess to the risotto. And you're ready for plating. So on goes the risotto right onto the plate. You want to kind of mount it up right in the middle, and you can see how that cheese is going really nice and gooey and delicious in there. Just like that. And you want to serve that pretty much immediately. The longer it sits, the more cooked the rice gets and the more starchy it'll get. And there you have it. A wonderful saffron mushroom risotto. Visit AGCOBlueflameKitchen.com for more tips.